Anyway, back here again, with hardly a detour. It should be an easy walk to the end. Not that the final boss is easy, but... Huh? Oh. Oh, I forgot about you. I thought you died. Huh? Oh. And Yuria. I don't get Cirrus's help, or... I think there's another person who would have helped me, but I might have screwed that up a bit. Oh yeah, I never put that in the box. And there, over there, is the final boss, chilling underneath the thing, on fire, etc. And for old time's sake, me and these two scumbags should be enough to take him out. I do love the Hill of Swords aesthetic. It works better with snow, I think. And I love that he pulls the sword out of the bonfire for the last fight. Ow. It would have been great if that happened like a second earlier or later. Oh no, my timing's all fucked because I've been fighting other bosses. Shit. Ow, fuck you. You're very rude. And that's something I love. The constant switching of the movesets is because you get to the end of the game and you're fighting every single person who ever linked the fire in Dark Souls 1 and 2, I guess, depending on how you interpret that. You're fighting the Chosen Undead from fucking Dark Souls 1 in every universe. It's all the people who beat the first game. And again, the second, maybe. Again, it's really unclear in Dark Souls 2 what actually happened, but I guess you could count that as well. But he's going through player movesets, which I think is awesome. The fact that he uses miracles is a bit weird, though. Because that means this thing is praying to something else, or at least has the functional belief to facilitate something of a similar nature. Though I guess that just means that it's, you know, the people who it's made out of. Though I guess that is an interesting point, because Gwyn could just throw lightning spears. He didn't have to pray or believe in anything, he could just do it. So, I guess that's of a similar nature. Yeah, you got your Dex Pyromancer. The previous one was Cleric. Ow. You're very rude. Yeah, I love that he does backflips. It's so good. Power Within. Although it doesn't hurt him, which kind of sucks. I don't know if his resistances change. I don't think they do, though. That has way more reach than I thought it did. Oh, bye, Londor Paleshade. And the most dangerous one is obviously your standard sword and board, although he doesn't have a board. Oh, this is such a good final boss. I think he does fire damage on all his moves. I'm not actually sure. I don't think we're gonna get to see all the coolest of his moves, though, unfortunately. You're gonna want to get out of there. That didn't kill you? That's incredible. Well, that did. And here's our rematch. 1,000,000 years later. And it comes down to the Chosen Undead versus Gwen. He's got all his fucking moves. Sick. Lame. I feel like I dodged that. Ow. I always feel like I have more range than I do. Ow. Pain, why are you doing this to me? Ow. He does all the fucking greatest hits. Ow. I got caught up on his model for a second there. Ow. Ow. Pain. Ow. I think I probably won't beat him on this run. Just a hunch. Ow. Nah, not gonna waste it. Ah, I finally got hit by the combo. That's a cool one to go out on, to be fair. Both of you get over here. Lame. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna grab my souls real quick. Then... Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna use this. Heh. Back to this at the end of everything, huh? Ow. Y'all need to get out of there. It is a little annoying that he basically does that move specifically to fuck with NPCs. Ah, really? Wow, was that just a normal parry? That sounded like it. I thought he was going to use the greatsword. Ow. Yeah. It looks so cool. It's interesting he doesn't use like normal soul spear or anything. Y'all are gonna want to get out of there. Oh, they're both getting juggled? Really? Ow. Wow, that has a much wider range than I remember. It might just be stupid, though. That is a possibility. Get out of there, you're... Fucking... God, they're stupid. Oh, that's it for me. Can't say it feels good. Hey! An old friend. Back again. Oh, I love it. I love that this is how it's turning out. Back from the fucking Nameless King. Ow. And straight into my heart. I'm so glad this is how this is turning out. Alright, let's go. Maybe not yet. Right before starting this fight, I was actually looking at my phone, and I've never been super happy to be outbid on something. Because I bid on a gun earlier that I didn't realize was in a different caliber than I wanted. And I was leading the bid for like 2 weeks, and I'm super glad someone outbid me at basically the last second, because now I don't have to buy a gun I don't want. Because I thought it was in 45, but it's actually in fucking 22, and I already have one of that type in 22, and I don't need 2 of them. Because I already have a rifle in 22 with a fucking drum magazine on it that holds like 100-something bullets, because the idea is that it's a small caliber, but it holds a ton of them, and 22 is extremely common, so it's actually fairly efficient, since all you would need to do is just shoot maybe like 1 or 2 more bullets than you would normally. But since there are so many more of them, it's actually worth having it in the smaller caliber, as opposed to handgun, where there's only one handgun that I would want in 22, and it's the Thunderstruck revolver, because it fires 2 of them at the same time. Which makes it really effective, actually. Eh. Oh, we did it. Sick. Good job, Lewis. I'm proud of you, and I appreciate the help. I couldn't have asked for a finer companion in these final moments. And I believe... Oh, it disappears. Huh. So yeah, I could have gone and done the other thing. Because I kind of want to go buy some purging stones, I'll admit. I'm not sure it really matters, though. Hold on a sec. I want to put everything back to the way it was. I'm gonna go buy a purging stone. The last one. The final bonfire. Interesting that that's how that looks like in game. I wish we got to wear her crown. I like it a lot. Would have been cool to wear.
The first flame quickly fades. Darkness will shortly settle. But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's path. Ashen One, hearest thou my voice still?
It's such an interesting and weird end to Dark Souls that at the end of the fucking series, the thing you've been trying to prevent the entire time, you kind of just let happen because it will eventually lead to something new in the future, which I guess is a bit metaphorical in a sense for the series as a whole. Also, it's a weird Armored Core reference because that's a variation on the same line that Fiona tells you at the end of Armored Core 4 after you beat Aerotha. But a lot of Dark Souls is an Armored Core or Berserk reference, so that's not to be too surprising. But I actually like that a lot more than the other three endings. I do like the other three endings, but I like this one the most, because I think it's the most thematically appropriate. The Lord of Hollows ending is kind of goofy and feels a little bit out of place, especially since I'm not entirely certain what it means, because it's clearly not the same as, like, this ending, because it's not, because, like, this darkness appears to be non-hostile and gentle, whereas the Lord of Hollows ending doesn't actually appear to make the world any darker, which is interesting. And in the, linking ending, I actually like that one a lot, because you go to link the flame, and it's so, like, pitiful that it can't even create, like, that big firestorm, or even really hurt you at all. Like, in Dark Souls 1, when you link the flame, it's this enormous fire tornado that, like, incinerates you instantly. When you do it here, it's just, like, a small amount of fire that settles on your body, and your character just kind of sits down and stares at the sunset, and that's it. I think that's also really good. I think the Link the Fire ending and the Fire Fades ending are my two favorites. The Sacrifice ending makes no goddamn sense to me, like, in the context of the game, but I do appreciate it as a Demon Souls reference, even though it is completely out of nowhere. Congratulations to people for figuring it out, though. Like, in hindsight, it makes more sense that that's how you would get it, but when you're in the moment the first time, I feel like people might only get it by accident, or if they were just recently played Demon Souls, or if they were just on the money the whole time. But, yeah. Obviously, I always kind of found it really annoying that Dark Souls has such short endings, but Fromsoft has never been one to drag out ending sequences. Like, none of their games have lengthy endings. Even the longest Armored Core endings are never longer than like a minute and a half. And Dark Souls 2 probably has the longest one in the fucking after you beat Aldia, if you walk out. I don't know if he has extra dialogue for you if you go into the fucking throne, or if it's just the Emerald Herald talking again. Because Emerald Herald narrates when you go into the throne the first time, and I don't think you even get the option to leave if you don't beat Aldia. I think that ending is restricted for that. Yeah, but that's Dark Souls as a series. It's still one of my fucking favorites of all time. I don't know what order I would put my top 5 game series in. I'm saying series because I can't count individual games from those series because my opinions on them fluctuate so rapidly. But in no particular order, I'm putting Halo / Marathon because those might as well go into the same category. Armored Core, Dark Souls, Fable used to be up there, but I don't know if it is anymore. Probably not, no. I don't know. Maybe Mortal Kombat or Metal Gear. Like, I can name 3. I have a hard time putting any more up in my top favorites. Because my opinion on series tends to be a bit more, loose. Because usually not all of the, like, people, or not all of the people, why did I say people? Oh, because I'm looking at the cast list. Not all of the, games in a series are as good as the series is as a whole. Like, I have problems with Dark Souls 2, but I still like Dark Souls 2, and I think the Dark Souls series kicks ass. I've got huge problems with Dark Souls 3 as well. I think a lot of the levels in this game are kind of suck, or are very similar in their layout and feel, and it uses so many reused assets from Bloodborne that it irritates the hell out of me. But if you were going to consider Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro as a, like, single package, then yeah, it's fucking, like, that's exemplary. If there was a From Software, like, best of, it would basically just be those games, and because Armored Core would get put in its own thing, because they put, like, the Armored Core collection, which I'm actually really surprised that never happened. I would at least think that they would have made an Armored Core collection of, like, Armored Core 2 to Last Raven, since those all function on derivatives of the same engine. There was an engine change between 2 and 3, or Another Age and 3, and 3, or is it Silent Line and Nexus? But the difference between Silent Line and Nexus is so minimal, I feel like they could have easily kept all your parts from the previous game. I don't know. I want them to create a collection so I can take my mech from Armored Core 1 all the way to Last Raven, but I understand that that's not feasible. At the very least, they could have, like, a text file that, like, goes into it that says you have these parts and or the equivalent of, because whether or not they're on the same engine, those parts exist in all of the games. Like, they're even in 4, and not all of them are in 5 or Verdict Day, but most of them are in 4 and 4 Answer as well, at least in function, if not name. So you could just include like a text file basically that reads off what you do or don't have and just give you the parts when you start the game. I feel like that would be fine. That's basically what fucking Verdict Day does, because all the parts got overhauled between those two games. So you're not actually bringing your specific stuff over. For Answer, if you're playing the PS3 version, lets you bring over your save file, but not your parts, which is weird. So you have your schematics, but not the parts, but the schematics don't actually function correctly because some of those parts are renamed or don't exist or don't function the way they did in the previous game. It's a bit weird. But anyway, Dark Souls 3. Still a kick-ass game. I moved through it a lot faster than I did the first time. Also, I got 2 Champion's Bones, because I got a second one after I beat the Gravetender Wolf, so I'm not exactly certain what I'm supposed to do with that. I guess I could sell it, or give it to fucking Pickle Pea. I don't know if she gives me anything for it. Might as well try. Yep. That's the game. I guess I'll go do the thing. And that's the end of the game. I'm not actually sure what I'm going to play next for the thing. It's going to be probably at least like a month or two until I have like... Because I haven't even halfway through putting out all the Dark Souls 2 videos. I cut them down to 3 a week rather than 6 a week because I was having trouble rendering them out quickly because of the output resolution. So it'll probably be... I'll probably up it back to 6 a week since I lowered the output resolution, and then I'll just put 6 out and then keep going until I run out of Dark Souls 3, and I'll hopefully have more stuff recorded after that. I might edit my Armored Core stuff. I've been really falling behind on that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching these. I had fun playing it. I doubt it will get any more views than my regular content, but I think that was a pretty good trilogy of videos. I didn't do as much as I wanted to with reading the item descriptions and talking about the lore, but I was having a lot of fun with it. I might come back through it again if I have time to do it like co-op or something, but that should wrap it up for the evening. Have a good one. The blood of the dark soul that seeped from the hole within Slave Knight Gale, used as a pigment by his lady in Ariandel to depict a painted world. When Gale came upon the Pygmy lords, he discovered that their blood had long ago dried and so consumed the dark soul. Which is what Gale was doing when I got there, was he was literally eating the fucking Pygmy kings that were there. Because he was originally going to go there and just stab them and take their fucking blood so she could paint a world that has, I guess, life or humanity in it, or dark, I suppose. But she did not, but they didn't have any blood to use, so instead he ate their fucking humanity so that he would have blood that could be used. And rather than just fucking go back, he was so crazed I had to kill him and do it myself.
My thanks, Ashen One.
Sorry about your uncle.
Will I paint a world?
A world of
Please
blood.
Tell me thy name. I would name this painting after thee. My thanks. I will paint a world of that
A
name.
world called Hollow.
Cold, dark, and very gentle place. And one day, it will make someone a goodly home.
So are you related to Priscilla? Because usually all the white-haired characters that come from the painting are.
I wonder when Uncle Gale intends his return. I hope the new painting will be to him a gentle...
Yeah, it does kind of suck for her. How, at the end of this, she's the only person left in the painted world, really. Not a whole lot to be done about that, though. And now the building's on fire. Took a hot minute.